All right, fifth grade. So, we are going to talk about some candy bars today because, I just had my Easter basket and I've got all these candies on my mind. So, echo me. Twix, Twix, Kit Kat, Twix. Twix, Kit Kat, Twix. All right, so I have Twix. I have these. I'll talk about that later. But right now, let's do that again. Now we're going to add Butterfinger. All right? Twix, Twix, Butterfinger, Twix. Butterfinger, Twix, Butterfinger, Twix. Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Twix. And if we take that to Music Land, let's see. Twix, Twix, Kit Kat, Twix. Twix, Twix, Kit Kat, Twix. So every Twix is a what kind of note? Gets how many beats? Quarter note, 1 beat. All right. And every Kit Kat is 2 eighth notes. Kit Kat. But it's still how many beats? 1 beat. So 1 beat, 2 beat, a total of 3. Well, a total of 1 beat, which is the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we a lot of times put an and there. And if we were singing, it would be ta, 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 dee, ta, right? So you guys know this, you're in 5th grade. Now, I think maybe we've talked about this a little bit. I'm going to switch markers here because that one seems to be maybe drying out. What are the new things there? Ta, takadimi, ta, ta. 16th notes. And it takes 4 of those to make 1 beat. So that's why, and we were singing Butterfinger. All of my papers that I made here fit on 1 sheet of similar size. So we've got some Twixes, Kit Kat. Remember, 2 eighth notes, Kit Kat. Still 1 beat though. And then Butterfinger, 4 of those Butterfinger is 1 beat still. Now, one thing we haven't talked about yet. Let's go down here. Let me see. Ta-dee, ta, ta. Let's sing that. Ready? Yeah. Ta-dee, ta, ta. Right? Who knows what this is? Half note. How many beats does a half note get? 2. Now, since it gets 2 beats, the candy bar I've chosen for that is Crunch. And I wrote it awfully. But I took 2 pieces of this paper that I've been using, the same size as all of the other ones, like Kit Kat. So those are roughly the same size, but I had to tape 2 together because it gets how many beats? 2. Half note, 2. All right. Now we have the Butterfinger. Ooh, I haven't made a Milky Way one yet. Well, stink. I have some papers over here. I will do that right now. Oh, we're not going to do Milky Way on this lesson, I don't think. But that's for the next one. But we're just going to do this. So, what I want to do, I want to erase all of this. And I'm going to put in my awesome Florida State hat my papers. So I have, those are the mixed ones I have. Here's my Kit Kats. Those are what notes again? 8th notes. Butterfingers are 16th notes. Twixes, Twix are quarter notes, 1. And I made some rests. And also in this I have 2 wild cards that are just blank, and so we can choose whatever we want. And then I have some crunches. So I'm going to probably need something bigger because, let's see, maybe I can mix them up. All right. Oh man, I heard a good dad joke yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, let me see, because I have to remember this specifically. So a slice of pie in Jamaica is $2.50, and a slice of pie in the Bahamas is $3. And so those are the pie rates of the Caribbean. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Isn't that hilarious? Oh man. Okay, here we go. So the first one I'm going to pull out, and you guys can do this at home. That's a rest. I'm going to save it for after the next one. Here we go. There's a blank one. Wild card. I'm just going to be basic and make a quarter note. All right, next one we're going to pull out is arrest. Okay, I'll use that. Let's make this black because that purple is dying on us. It's hard to start a measure, especially even a song or a melody line with a rest. So I would suggest if you do that, then to pause. All right, crunch. And this is what? Because it's taped together, it's a half note. Half notes get how many beats? 2. So how many little pieces of paper do we need for each measure? 4. So here, there was one here, 1, and then this one had 2 taped together. So it's time to start on this one now. All right, pulling out the next one. Butterfinger. What are butterfingers? 16th notes. Taka-dee-me. Remember, double beam at the top. That's how you know that it's a 16th note and not 8th notes. Next one. So far we have ta, taka-dee-me, ta, or taka-dee-me. We need to figure out what we're putting there. And also it'd be good not to follow 16th notes, 4 of them with a rest. Taka-dee-me, you could do that. I think you could handle that. Or we could sing it in our candy bars. Twix, sh, crunch, Butterfinger, Twix. Twixes are, and I'm just moving them up and down the staff, not making really any thought for that. Next one, crunch. Ooh, and that fits. Now, what would happen if we had, say, another Twix here and I pulled a crunch? We couldn't put it there because crunch takes how many beats? 2, because it's taped together, half note. But we can here, luckily. Yay, everybody's happy. What? I put a little dot there, I don't know why. So let's sing our candy bars. Ready? And Twix, crunch, Butterfinger, Twix, crunch. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's clap it. Ready? And Twix, crunch, Butterfinger, Twix, crunch. All right. Another Butterfinger. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, so we're going to pause there. I'm going to come over here. The way that you decide when stems go up or they go down, it depends on where the note head is. If the note head is on the middle line or above it, the stem goes down. If it's below the middle line, the stem goes up. Now, I mean, you can break that rule. It's not hard and fast. It's not like if you do this, if you don't do this, you'll go to jail. But that's typically the way we do it. And the reason is because if you were up here, you would have to like draw a line way up there. So we're just kind of creating the space for where there is more room. So there's, if the note head is closer to the top, we can put the stem on the bottom and it will take the stem will live more so in the staff, the 5 lines. The 5 lines we call the staff. All right. There we go. Rewind that if you didn't get it. Email me if you want some further explanation. So we've got Butterfinger. Let's see. Kit Kat. Ooh, our first Kit Kat of this time. Let's see. Kit Kats are what? 8th notes. And 8th notes only have 1 beam. All right. So Butterfinger, Kit Kat, something else. What are we going to put there? Arrest. Ooh, this is going to make it tricky, but I think we can do it. Butterfinger, Kit Kat. What's the last one going to be? Crunch. Now, a crunch is what note? Half note. Can we put a half note there that gets 2 beats? We cannot, because we have 1, 2, 3. That would make it 5, and it wouldn't work because there are only 4 beats in each measure. So I'm going to put that back in the hat and pull Kit Kat. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Kit Kat. Kit Kats are 8th notes, 2 8th notes in 1 beat. And let's go on. What do we have here? Butterfinger. Man, there are a lot of those. Butterfinger. Remember, it doesn't matter which way the stems go, as long as you have double beams on the 16th notes, right? What's next? How many more papers can we draw here? We've got 1 taken, 3 more, right? Ooh, a wild card. Let's make that Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat. Let's make another Kit Kat. Twix. Quarter note, right? Quarter rest. Okie doke. Now I know this is kind of hard to read on here because it's a small board, but we'll do. You guys are smart. You're 5th graders. Here we go. Ready? Candy bars. Twix, Crunch, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, and then here we go. Ready? And Twix, Crunch, Butterfinger, Twix, Crunch, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. Ooh, I kind of like this bottom line. That's kind of fun. I was really nervous about putting that quarter rest there, but I think that made it really nice. Let's do that again. Ready? Go. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. I wonder what would happen if we made a body percussion, or we could do a kitchen drumming thing about that. Let's see. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. So I did Butterfingers on my lap. Ooh, yeah, Butterfingers on my lap. Kit Kat's clapping. And then Twix will make it a snap. Or we can make it a stomp. Let's do that. Let's make it a stomp. So, to make that more so, let's do it in the top line. Because we'll just erase the top line. And everything, let's do purple or blue. Let's see. Let's make this a stomp. I want to keep it on the bottom. We have a rest there. We're going to make stomps always happen on the bottom space. All right? So if a note head is on the bottom space, it's a stomp. All right, Kit Kat. We said claps. Let's keep that on the space. I'm writing music backwards. Oh, no. And then this is on the second line. Let's move it to the 3rd space. Or, sorry, the 2nd space. 16th notes for those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double beam, don't forget. Make the 16th notes. You got to have 2 beams going across there. The measure line. What did we say? These were going to be on the 3rd space for claps. Quarter rest. Move that down to the 3rd space. I'm trying to get small because I know I have 16th notes coming. 2nd space. And I really made that weird. All right. So these are the same rhythms. I just moved everything up here, but I made sure if it was 16th notes, I put it on the 2nd space. If it was Kit Kats, 8th notes, put it on the 3rd space. And that's a stomp on the bottom. Here we go. Are you ready? Just listen to me and follow along. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. Shh. And I rested there. So this last measure is Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. What would happen if we switched and made a rest there and then put that stomp on beat 4? I think that'd make it really cool. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, shh. have to really be on top of having that rest in the right space and make sure it lasts a long time. You don't want to, what we call in music sometimes, step on it. You don't want to make a sound on that rest. It has to be really quiet. Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix. Pretty cool. Let's see what happens if I'm just like rolling. Oh man, it's 15 minutes. I probably should stop. I don't know if I can upload this now. Maybe if I can stop it.